So, standing right behind me, we have all the ingredients that I'm gonna use in this badass salmon recipe. It's basically breaded salmon with coconut flakes added into the breadcrumbs. It's really delicious, and you guys are gonna be thanking me after this. So, let's get into it.
We already got this far, and now together we are so strong.
So I'm gonna go ahead and set this oven to preheat, and I got my pan laid out. I already sprayed some PAM cooking spray on there. I do the aluminum foil because it makes the cleanup a lot easier. You just take off the aluminum foil and your pan is basically still almost good. If you don't put the aluminum foil, you're gonna have a bunch of like the fat from the salmon that comes off and it's gonna get stuck to the pan. It's gonna be really hard to clean. So aluminum foil, key to success. So 450, I got it on bake. So we're gonna let that preheat and we're gonna come over here and handle this. Alright, so as you guys seen in some of my chicken cooking videos, I like to clean whatever I'm about to cook. So, cause I don't know what the hell is all up on here. So this big ass salmon, I'm about to rinse this with some ice cold water and just try and get any extra contaminants that may be on this thing. Alright, so as you guys can see, this thing is way bigger than my freaking cutting board. So what I'm gonna do is, I am going to cut it into little pieces, somewhat little pieces, so that way it's easier to handle than all these freaking, than this big ass salmon, because this is a 2.7 pound salmon. So, see, there we go, that's a lot easier. It's a lot easier to handle when it's in small little pieces like this. Alright, so these are the seasonings I'm going to use on the salmon. The Mrs. Dash, some pink Himalayan salt, a little bit of garlic salt, breadcrumbs, and some of these sweetened coconut flakes. You can get whichever coconut flakes you like, or maybe something else, but I like coconut flakes. And as far as the breadcrumbs, I wouldn't get these, because I'm gonna show you guys. These are like sand, and it's really hard to stick to the salmon. I screwed up, and I didn't know that they were like this. So if I were you, sorry, it's really dark right now. If I were you, I wouldn't get these. I'd get the panko breadcrumbs. The panko are really good. These really suck. So now what I like to do to the salmon to make it somewhat, I guess, quote unquote sticky, so that the breadcrumbs and coconut and seasoning will stick to it, I like to spray it with this PAM cooking spray. Some people like to do mustard. If you were to do mustard, I wouldn't put the coconut flakes because that'd probably be a really weird flavor. But yeah, with the coconut flakes, I just do some PAM on there. There we go. I'll flip it over to the other side because I am going to cover the entire thing with breadcrumbs and coconut flakes. Now, as you guys can see, it looks like I overestimated how much coconut flakes and breadcrumbs I was gonna need. So I used 1.5 servings of breadcrumbs and I used 2 servings of coconut flakes. So I'm probably only gonna count 1 serving of coconut flakes because it looks like there's a lot here. And I'm probably only gonna count probably like, let's say 3/4 of a serving of this because I used 1.5 servings and there's a lot of breadcrumbs there. So that's how I'm gonna calculate those 2 things right there. Alright, so now we're just gonna throw this in here. I like to leave it in there for probably like 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll check on it when I get out of the shower. And hopefully I'm nice and clean and changed out of this workout clothes. All right, y'all, so it's been about 12 minutes. We're gonna take a quick peek at these, see how they're doing. Ooh. See, so that looks nice. These look pretty nice, but you know what? I like them a little bit darker, so we're gonna put it back in there. We're probably gonna put it in there for like 5 more minutes because I like it. I like the top layer to be really nice dark brown, so we're gonna wait for that to happen. All right, y'all, so 5 minutes has passed, and we're gonna check on how they are doing now. Oh, nice. Now that's a lot closer to how I want it. That looks real nice. As you can see, it's still sizzling a little bit. But yeah, that's what we want it to look like. Oh, that looks delicious. I can't wait any longer. I would leave it in there for a little bit longer, get a little bit darker, but I'm starving and I'm about to get into this. All right, so I'm basically just gonna put this on the scale and just weigh it. And although there's breadcrumbs and coconut, it didn't add that much weight. So whatever it reads on the scale is what I'm gonna put in there on my FitnessPal is how much salmon I use. So it says 6.7 for this one. So that's exactly what I'm gonna put into my FitnessPal. But like I said, I'm pretty hungry, so I'm not just gonna have one. I'm gonna have 2 right now. So that's 14.6 ounces of salmon. So that's what I'm gonna put in my FitnessPal, 14.6 ounces of salmon. This is a post-workout meal, so I do want some carbs. So I'm gonna use pretzel thins, and I'm gonna use 1 serving of this roasted red pepper Sabra hummus. That stuff is delicious. All right, so I decided to go with 2 servings of the Sabra hummus and 1.5 servings of the pretzel thins. I double checked my FitnessPal and I have a little bit more fat than I thought. So this is what I'm gonna do for this meal. Now to top off the salmon, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a lime. I'm gonna squirt some lime on there. And I'm also gonna put some of this Cholula hot sauce. This is really, really good. So what I like to do with the limes to make them a little bit softer, a little bit easier to squeeze, you just grab them, you just roll them on a hard surface like on the countertop. And then now it's really nice and soft. And then you just slice through this bad boy. And then there we go. You just put some of this lime on the salmon, like so. That's pretty good. You know what, I have all this. I'm probably gonna end up putting more while I'm eating it off camera. And I'm just gonna put some of this Cholula hot sauce like that, which I'm also probably gonna put more on there. But yeah, this is the meal, guys. I forgot to do a quick little taste test for you guys, so I'm gonna do that right now. Let's check this out, let's check this out. Oh my God. Shit. That's good as hell. Well, I gotta get back to finishing this. For all you fellas out there that are trying to impress a girl, and vice versa for you ladies that are trying to cook, this is a delicious meal. Try it out. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
We already